The garden has seen its fair share of loss this year, but instead of being sad about it, I've decided to take this opportunity and put in the garden something that I truly need, and that's food. So instead of getting upset about the loss of many of my plants, like my Meyer lemon, my bay, laurel bay, and several flowers, I'm going to repurpose the soil and turn this loss into a gain. So what do I mean by repurposing the soil? Well, let me show you. I'm going to take the soil out of these pots and turn them into usable, workable soil for the next things I'm going to grow in these pots. What I've been doing is taking the pots that I know plants are gone, passed on, rotted away, and I've been taking it and dumping it into my teal bucket. Now in that bucket you'll see I have some perlite, but what you can't see is the black cow and the plant tone and a little bit of osmocote. I'm refreshing this soil so that I can use it in the bottom of the planters again, and then add a new seed or a new start or whatever else I choose to plant in it. First thing you do is take your plant and you take off any top dressing. My top dressing is this wood chip. I just take it off. Now I've already looked at these plants a few weeks ago, and I know that their roots didn't look very good. They look rotted out. So I'm going to go ahead on and just call it. And then all I do is dump out the soil into my bucket like so. And at the bottom of my pot I did have some wood chip, so I'm going to take that, and you can see that these roots, can you guys see that? These roots are completely gone. There's no life in those roots. The root ball at the bottom is kind of soggy and moist. It's not hard. This was society garlic and it is no more. So I'm not going to continue to see if anything's going to grow out of this. I'm just going to move on. And that's all I do. And then once I have my soil in my bucket, and I'm going to leave wood chip in here because wood chip is good in your soil mixture depending on what you're planting in it. And once I do that, then I add my fertilizers, whatever fertilizers that I'm going to put in here. And I've already mentioned to you guys what those were. So I'm going to finish the rest of these pots, and then I'm going to put this soil back into soil bags that I saved throughout the year. Okay, I've cleaned out some more pots, and now I have 1, 2, 3 bags of refreshed potting soil, and that is a total of 4 cubic feet of refreshed potting soil for my next gardening project. I hope you guys can see I've moved into the shed for just a brief moment. I have taken the soil that I've taken out of those pots, and I'm going to place some black cow. Can you guys see that? I'm going to place some black cow in it. I need to go by the store and see if I can acquire some more. I'm down to my very last little bit. So I'm going to get a scoopful of black cow, maybe 2 scoopfuls if I have enough. I've got crumbs in this bag. I have some osmocote, the flower and vegetable, and if I can open it up, I have a couple scoopfuls in here. I'm going to place 1 scoop inside of here like so. And then I'm going to close it back up because I don't want to lose any of it. And Now I've got some plant tone, some Estoma plant tone over in the corner, and I'm going to get 2 handfuls like that, trying not to spread this around because it is very dusty. Now let's go back into the garden. I don't believe that my canna is alive, but I'm going to play around anyway. And I'm going to mix up this fertilizer in my soil mixture, and I'm going to repot that canna. And all I do is just take my tool and mix it around, and if I get any roots, I pull them out. I use the little fork section to stir it around. That way if I get any roots, I get to take them out. And I have a little bit of styrofoam in here, so I'm going to take that out. And I put the styrofoam in the bottom of the pot so that I can make sure that it's well draining. And I'm still coming up with styrofoam. Now I'm not going to have you sit here and watch me stir this around real time. So let's speed this up. Now that that's all mixed up, it's time to put the soil back into the pot. And as you can see, I still had some styrofoam in the pot, so I'm going to take those out. I'm sorry, in the bottom of the bucket. And I don't believe, like I said, these cannas are alive, but I'm going to pretend and see if I get something. And the reason why I'm doing that is because there's a piece of this bulb that's still hard, and there's always a possibility that it will surprise me. I truly doubt it, but I'm going to try anyway. And if it doesn't spring up, then it doesn't. I've already potted up one pot, and I'll show you what that looks like in just a moment. And here is the finished product. These are the 2 pots that I had cannas in that were sitting on the front porch. I refreshed the soil. I topped the soil up with wood chip, and I put some squirrel deterrent on top. We'll see how that goes. I'm going to let them sit here in the side walkway where it's not going to get a lot of sun, part shade. And I'm going to let them show me whether or not they are alive. If they are not, then I will repurpose these pots for another purpose, maybe some flowers. If not, then I will take this soil and put it inside of a used soil bag. I'll mark it and say used refreshed soil. That way on my next project, I'll have soil to use. I hope you all enjoyed today's video. Sorry, a little bit tongue-tied. I hope you all enjoyed. I can't talk today. Let's try it again. I hope you all enjoyed today's video. It's been a while since I've come to you all in the garden. So I've got to get back into the swing of things because spring is already on us. So until the next time, goodbye for now.